Yo, 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 what up? It's your boy I Sleep Too Late here with another video, and today we're back in it playing some more arena. We've got Thrasios Tymna. Now, this didn't really exist up until Final Fantasy. Thrasios Tymna was a very common CDH partner combination that we don't really see partners up until now. There was one card with the partner mechanic, but I don't think there was any other card with partner since the coming of Final Fantasy. So this is a 1v1 format, so keep that in mind. That's why you've got things like Thoughtseize, Inquisition of Kozilek that exist. But mainly this is a mid-range deck with a bunch of 2-drops, few 3-drops here and there, but mainly just 1 and 2 mana sludge of good stuff. Now I am running things like, you might see like Tarmogoyf here, Voice of Resurgence, things that are good in 1v1. Maybe you wouldn't play Tarmogoyf in like a commander 4-player format, but I think in like a setting of 1v1, some of these cards are worth playing. The other thing that is notable is I didn't realize Carpet of Flower existed, but I guess it exists now in Final Fantasy, which is pretty awesome. Plus, you know, we're not playing Giganta, so we can play things like Necropotence, Necrodominance, Liliana. Plus, we've got the free creatures like Solitude, Grief, and you name it. So the only cards here that are like, you know, nerfed, you don't play things like Orcish Bowmasters. We're gonna go ahead and get into a game here. The only reason why you don't play things like Orcish Bowmasters, Ocelot Pride, for example, is because all those cards are pretty much nerfed in the context of historic. So Brawl in Arena uses the historic database. So any card that's been nerfed, like Orcish Bowmasters, doesn't trigger when it enters the battlefield in historic format. The only card that I am playing that is nerfed is the One Ring, because the One Ring, even after a nerf, it's still like a very powerful card. Draws you a bunch of cards. I believe it still gives you protection. I have not played Magic in a very, very long time because I've been playing mostly Pokemon TCG Pocket on my other channel. But here we are. I'm playing against a veteran explorer. Let's see how we got here. So we do get a free mulligan. This hand actually isn't that bad though. I think I'm going to keep this. Lead off with Godless Shrine so that I can do the 1-2 punch with land tax. We do have 2 of every basic in this deck, so land tax is actually not a bad 1-drop. Ooh, there's quite a bit of lag here. Hopefully that doesn't continue happening. All right, Selfless Savior, that's fine. If only we had a Dark Ritual. Let's go. So I do want to make my 3rd land drop, so I am going to just Dark Confidant here so that I can hopefully draw into my 3rd drop. Unfortunately, we won't be able to get to cast Necropotence or Necrodominance next turn because of this Temple Garden, unless we top deck a Dark Ritual. Well, we did get our 3rd land, which is not terrible. We didn't lose any life either, which is great. Let me see what this does. Sacrifice a creature, another target creature you control gains indestructible until end of turn. I think that is probably worth getting rid of. But I also would like to have Tymna. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just cast Thrasios for now. And I'm doing this kind of bad. Or poorly, I should say. Oh, wait, hold on. No, I can't even do that. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I can do that. I have not played Arena in such a long time. This still targets it. I thought 0. I was confused when it said X equals 0, but anyway, we're gonna go ahead and attack here. We have Solitude open, which is nice. Plus, we got Containment Priest if we need to pitch that. Because we went first, we didn't get to trigger land tax, but I think that's still fine. First strike, trample, lifelink whenever. Deals contact to the interior resources with no damage to that player. It deals double that damage instead. Okay. So we're probably going to want to remove that. We don't have to do that on our turn. We can kind of wait. Baleful Strix is nice. Let's go Wooded Foothills here. Still don't have enough mana to cast Solitude. Let's cast Baleful. No, I want to cast my Tymna. Yeah, let's just... I would rather cast Tymna here. So let's evoke Solitude. This will get to exile the Lightning Army of 1. Definitely worth it in my opinion. Then we can cast Tymna and then attack for whatever. Alright, let's see here. Cast Tymna. I think I'm gonna crack this fetch in response to the trigger. Actually, it doesn't matter whether I do it now or later. Let's just do it now. And we want to get a black mana, right? So let's get Overgrown Tomb. Let's just get it tapped. It's not like we're going to be doing it much with it. Let's take the action to pay. Oh, we didn't... Did we not lose any life? We must have. We must have lost life. I'm just not keeping track of everything. There's so much going on here in this board state. Okay. So we could... Unfortunately, Noxious Revival doesn't do anything. But, that's fine. I guess, what is this, double strike? Haste, first strike? Let's block this. So we can gain some life. Oh, does this not gain me life? I thought Tymna had lifelink. Oh, it does have lifelink, okay. Why didn't I gain life then? Oh, because I took damage from Tajik. Okay, gotcha. Well, at least we're getting our mana. Alright, so this has what? Indestructible? Oh, that's so annoying. How do I get rid of that? It doesn't help that we have 2 triple black mana cards that don't do anything. Let's start with Baleful Strix. Always a good idea to draw cards. That's fine. We can technically cast that. Let's do that, actually. Let's cast this Inquisition, see what our opponent has. Alright, well, we're taking Adeline. They got Winota? Oof. This is not looking good. Alright, well, I'm going to play this land. Could have been a mistake, because maybe I should have waited until I drew off of Tymna. That's not bad, actually. So let's end the turn here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to crack this Troll end of turn, and then either cast Necrodominance or Necropotence, although that might not be such a good idea with all this aggro going on. So I'd like to maybe just wait and see what happens. Ugh, I don't like this. Everything has double strike? What? This is not looking good for us. I think I just have to take it. Yeah, I guess I just take this. Alright. I didn't crack the fetch, that's fine. Because I kind of want to cast it. Can I? Oh, I can actually cast this thing, yeah. I'd rather cast it, honestly. But let's attack with Baleful Strix and see what happens. I could also activate Thrasios. But I mainly just want to draw a card here. Look at this, Baleful Strix. Drawing me 2 cards for the price of 1. This it's just on the ground. Yeah, let's cast this. I think it's gonna be fine. We just need like a big threat on the board. Plus we have some blockers. Maybe I sacrificed Bob, the Dark Confidant. The thing is, they're gonna play Winota, and it's not gonna be good for us. I don't know if is Winota. Okay, they're not gonna cast Winota. Oh, everything has double strike. This is really bad. I guess I have to block the Odric. Oh, they have flying. Okay, well then I'm just dead. Alright, cool. Oh, I guess Thrasios Tymna is a strong combination, but apparently there's better things out there to do than draw cards in historic Brawl, right? Let's go again. The other thing is we don't have access to Ragavan, which kind of sucks. Whatever, beggars can't be choosers, right? Alright, so I have not played Arena in like a very, very long time. I've been playing, like I said, I've been playing mostly Pokemon on my other channel, which has actually been really popping. But I'd like to get back into things and maybe make more Pokemon, like regular Pokemon, not the card game, not the pocket game, and then also more Magic. I think that I'm probably interested in playing Vintage, because there's a new card that just got spoiled in Edge of Eternities, the new Tezzeret that's 3 mana. Maybe I'll talk about that, but it's probably been talked about before. It's a really, really good Planeswalker, and I think it could probably potentially see play in Vintage as a way to get like Key or Sensei's top. Alright, well, this is a pretty decent hand. We got 2 lands. I have not been requiring a free mulligan, which is nice. Probably just gonna play our Shockland tapped. Let's just start with Temple Garden. No need to hold up mana for Path to Exile on turn 1. Honestly, this could probably be cut, but I think that 1 mana removal is 1 mana removal. So they're gonna, oh, that's a good thing. We have partners, so actually, you know, we're a little bit more resilient to Curse of Silence than the average Joe. Okay, we're gonna go Arcane Signet here, and we are in dire need of a 3rd land. That's fine. We're not gonna be playing another land anyway. You got something for me? What do you have? Orum's Chant. Okay. That's fair. Should I do something here? Let's Abrupt Decay the land tax. I don't care too much about not being able to cast Thrasios. I think the land tax is way more taxing. I mean, this resolves. Is there anything I can... Oh, all right, cool. Let's see if I can get that 3rd land. Not that I need it, because holding up mana is fine. Not that we would be able to play anything anyway. Okay, cool. That was quick and painless. Alright, let's go 1 more. We have to play 1 more, since we're 1 for 1 right now. This will be our tiebreaker match. This deck is definitely a work in progress, though. I have not tweaked it. It's not super tuned. I just kind of put it together tonight and kind of want to just see what it feels like. I think it's fine. The deck before that I played on Brawl before this one was Golos, and Golos is really, really good, but definitely the platform has changed ever since Final Fantasy. A lot of new commanders, or rather old commanders, are now legal in the format of Arena. Things like Nagila, I think Yuriko is also pretty new. So I'm definitely really excited about playing more Arena. And then, like I said, playing more Vintage, maybe Legacy on Magic Online as well. All right, let's see here. We've got not a bad hand. Brainstorm. I can't not keep a hand with Brainstorm. Let's go. Let's see here. I think I just lead with the island. That way I can brainstorm on my next turn if I need to. Okay, not bad. But I do want to get a black source if possible. Okay, so we didn't really hit anything good. I still kind of want Liliana. I mean, I don't think we probably will need removal, so I'm gonna hold off on getting rid of. All right, so first of all, Carpet of Flowers is definitely a no-go here. Let's put those two back. Fairy Mastermind and that. Let's just shuffle those away. And then we'll just end the turn. Gonna put a stop on my opponent's end step. And list. Okay. What am I thinking about here? Let's crack this. Probably need to get a white source as well. This is going to be very, very costly because I'm about to dismember this thing. Actually, do I even need to dismember it? Yeah, I do, because I don't have black mana. Oof. Oh, actually, do I? I can just... No, let's dismember it. Let's dismember it. I'm playing very poorly today, but I'm allowed to play poorly because this is like my second or third game of Arena. I don't think that's a bad play. All right, well, I did get the third black mana, so we don't have to cast Lily just yet. We can kind of hold off. Maybe play this Baleful Strix. I don't really want to play my commanders just yet. We're not really in any rush here. I'd rather just crack this fetch land in a turn and get myself an Undercity Sewers. Ooh, Aerial Responder. That's a nice one. All right, let's crack this. We do have plenty of green mana in our hand, so I'm not worried about that. Springheart on Tuco is not bad, but I don't think we need to do that right now. It's more of a value card. All right, let's see. Yeah, let's go Lily here. This is going to be so good.
This is
I wouldn't be surprised if my opponent conceded to Lily.
Haven't you ever heard?
All right, let's play this tapped.
Space?
And then let's attack. I don't think our opponent has haste or anything like that. Let me see what its commander is. Mural, Shield of Argyle. During your turn, your opponent can't cast spells or abilities. Okay, pretty good.
My zombies and leave.
Oh, what did they do? They removed it with Stroke of Midnight. Okay, I accept. Let's go. Ooh. Let's go. Let's cast Thrasios. Yeah, let's cast Thrasios. That allows us to play Ristic Study too. So even though we're not drawing cards off of Tymna, we're still gaining incremental value here. Incremental value. Ooh. Okay, so that's their answer to Ristic Study. I'll take the... Oh, they're gonna let me draw. Nice. Even better. Okay, this Carpet of Flowers, I don't know if it's good. It's probably fine in like multiplayer, but in a 1v1 format where you're likely not to see islands, or like there's like a very high chance that you won't see islands. I don't know. What is this? I don't know what any of these cards do. Destroy and choose target creature you don't control. Each creature you control deals 1 damage. Okay, gotcha. And then they're gonna remove the... Okay, cool. They should have done that a long time ago, honestly. So let me just see what this does again. The 3 or more creatures attack. Creatures you control get +1/+0. I don't really care about that. I don't really care too much about that. Let's cast Tymna here. And let's just draw a card. See what we get. Take action. Tiny Bones. Okay, that's not bad. Let's play... I don't want to go too deep on this because they could Wrath us. Kind of want to just play the Voice and then play the Hollow Fountain tapped. I don't want to commit too much to the board because they might just have a Wrath or something like that. Alright, that can probably get Besage. We got a 2/2 here. Ooh, this is going to be so nice. I have 7 mana now. Ooh. Alright, well, this is looking great. Maybe hold off on doing things right now until I mean, I could just get rid of this thing. Kind of want to get rid of this now so that I can just attack. It means that we can't Cyclonic Rip just yet, but I'm fine with that. I'd rather draw a card here. Okay, Esper Sentinel's actually not terrible. Let's play Esper Sentinel. I guess if we're going to play Esper Sentinel, we might as well play Tiny Loans too. Alright, so now I am going to commit to the board. Let's see what happens. This could go really bad or really poorly. Let's see what this thing does. Okay, Virtue of Loyalty. I have to make sure I know what these cards do. I think that we're doing okay here. Alright, so I think that we pretty much have this in the bag, right? Let's overload. We kind of have to do this because I think that makes us do it at sorcery speed. And then we'll just attack. Look at this, mid-range doing work. We get to cast something, cool. Let's play a 2-drop. Look at Cathar Commander, because I know that I'm gonna... Oh, I can't even cast it, right? Can I? No, I can't. Okay, forget it. Okay, Jet Collector is actually a good card. I actually intentionally put this in the deck because it's so good. Basically, at the beginning of your second main phase, if 4 more cards in your graveyard, you get a Mox Jet, which is pretty insane. But yeah, that about wraps it up. So that's the deck. We went 2-1 today. Maybe I'll play some more Arena later on, but I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm back. I'm going to play more Magic, maybe some more Pokemon. If you enjoy my content, don't be afraid to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.